everyone, Cream right here. Today we have Lewis and Matt on with us today. They've created a pretty cool app. I'll let them introduce themselves.
Awesome. Yeah. So my name's Lewis. I'm based out of New York City and started the business with Matt over here.
What's going on? I'm Matt. I'm from New Jersey, and I met Lewis in kindergarten, so known him for a little too long.
Nice. So, what's your background, with soccer? Do you guys have a soccer background? Why'd you guys, create a soccer app?
Awesome. So, yeah, I guess I'll start with, my story. So, honestly, me and Matt grew up playing soccer together. We played high school, middle school, club. Kind of was always, a debate on who was better. But then when we went to college, we both kind of lost touch with the game. I played a little bit at school. I studied abroad and played on a team there. But once I graduated and started in finance, I had no time to play. And I found that, there are so many athletes who basically just don't have the time to play soccer once they get a job, even what you were saying before.
Yeah.
So we wanted to just make it easy for players to play without committing to a league, kind of just hop in and join a game.
Yeah, so similar story to Lewis. Just grew up playing soccer all the time together, and we loved it. And then once we graduated, a big part of our life was missing. And one thing for me was I realized that through soccer, I actually met most of my best friends through that. So kind of getting the app going to meet other players and stuff like that is sparking that again for me, especially the fact that I'm working remote in New Jersey, and a lot of my friends have moved out. This is kind of my one way to keep in touch with people that share the same passion as me.
Absolutely. The game is called The Beautiful Game. It brings people together. With saying that, Matt, are you guys going to the same school right now, or?
We're both graduated. Yeah, so we both graduated. I went to Tulane, New Orleans, and Matt went to Lehigh.
Yeah, I went to Lehigh. We went to kindergarten, elementary school, middle school, and high school together. So.
Got it. What are you currently studying right now?
I graduated, but I study finance and econ.
Okay, so you guys are finance guys.
Yeah, we're finance guys.
Okay, I like that. Got it. I'm turning into that right now. Currently.
Nice, man. Yeah, it's important. It's good for starting a business. I feel like being in finance, just understanding how the numbers work to scale a company, because obviously expenses pile up. So I think it's a good skill to have.
Absolutely. So why a soccer app? Why not creating a website and creating a subscription plan or something different? Why wasn't an app for you guys?
I think for me, I don't know. I feel like kids our age are always on their phone, and I just wanted to be able to because I was either traveling a lot or visiting friends. I just always wanted to be able to just look at my phone and find a game on a moment's notice. And I feel like with us, with Conquer, we have location enablement, so you kind of ping your location and then it drops a pin and you can see all the games around you. So we thought mobile made the most sense. We do have a website as well, but that's mostly for our facilities and partners to kind of post games. And then we also don't just do soccer, we do other sports as well. So we do soccer, basketball, tennis, really whatever players want to play they could post. Matt, I don't know if you have anything on mobile, but
no, I think you pretty much covered most of it. I think for me it's pretty funny because I'm an iPad baby, so I'm just always on my phone checking everything. But we just kind of wanted to get the community back together. I think you're talking about subscriptions and stuff like that. The biggest thing for me was just the fact that kind of to download an app and pay for something just to play sports, I thought in the beginning was pretty ridiculous, which is why there are a few paid games on the platform, but anyone can create a game, get it going, send a link to their friends, post it in Facebook groups, and makes it pretty convenient for everyone.
Awesome. So, what's the name of the app and how can users find this app?
Awesome. Yes, I'll take that. So the app's called Conquer. You could type in Conquer Sports or just Conquer on the App Store or Google Play Store. You could find it, download it. Honestly, we love looking for organizations, groups, brands who already kind of have a base, and it's just a good way to organize. But if you're in New York, New Jersey, California, and we also have some satellite locations in Florida and Atlanta, you could just kind of hop in one of their games already, meet new people, and everyone tends to be pretty inviting. So, yeah.
So how many users do you guys have on the platform?
Yeah, so right now we have close to 11,000. So obviously we've come a long way from the beginning. It was very stressful when it was just me and Lewis over here trying to get a single pickup game going. But now whenever someone puts up even a paid game, it gets filled, pretty easily. And a lot of people actually reach out to me and say, hey, when's the next one? Are there any spots left and stuff like that? So we've come a long way. 11,000 users in a pretty concentrated area, I think is great.
Absolutely. How long did it take you guys to create this app?
Well, yeah. So we both first started the idea. So we both graduated right after COVID, which is also kind of another reason we everyone kind of stopped being active, and we were wow, people need a way to connect with people in person. How can we get it going? And then we're okay, if we build this app right when COVID's over, we'll be able to launch it and it'll be good timing. So we came up with the idea, I want to say October of 2020, and then we released the platform in I think early November, late October 2021. So it was about a year. We've been at it, I guess, now for like full time and live for over a year again. So it's been 2 years. It's been good. I mean, we grew 1,500 users last month. We're hoping to grow a little bit more this month, and we do about 400 games a month. So it's growing quickly. We kind of hit that, like we saw that kind of inflection point, which is nice. Hopefully, gonna keep the momentum going.
Nice.
Yeah.
So on the back end of things, how do you guys plan on how do you guys go about growing the platform? Right? Is it very strategic, or do you guys, can you just explain a little bit about that to our subscribers?
For sure. Matt, you want to talk about go to market a little bit and our partners?
Yeah, so in the beginning, what we first initially tried doing is everything bootstrap on the ground, which is what it still is, but just trying to get individuals to come out to play sports was a little difficult. So we've kind of learned over time that approaching organizers, groups, facilities is kind of the way to go, just because they have the existing people that are looking to play sports. And once they tell people about using the Conquer app, we're not just getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 users at a time. This time we're getting 50, 60, 70, 80 users. And that really helps a ton, just because we're bringing a large amounts of people at once in a specific area. So it's not, sporadic with random people. So that's kind of the way that we've adjusted. And yeah.
I'll just add real quick. Yeah, I think another thing that we're looking to do this year is partner with more athletic facilities and towns and cities. We find like they just have a lot of empty space that's not being used, because maybe, if I'm here in Philly, I'm not going to go rent a space because I don't know enough people. But if they had a pickup game where, honestly, I would play tonight, fully after the conference. And I think a lot of people are kind of like that, where they may not have a huge group, but the facility has space, it's not being rented. They could just charge a per person price. People can hop in. And with cities, so much space is unused. So just opening up to the public, saying this is a designated pickup, sign up here. And I think that'll be a pretty successful strategy this year.
Yeah, no, that's pretty cool. With saying that, do you guys know how to code, or did you guys hire a developer to create the app? How did that go about?
Yeah, so I don't know how to code. I'm not, maybe a little bit.
No. So we've thank you. We've been very, very fortunate to have a third co-founder. And his name's Tanner, and he's in Chicago, and he just loves to code. He's an absolute machine, and we basically call him like a rocket scientist. He does work a full-time job, but after he's done with work at 7 p.m., he just starts going to his computer and starts coding till 2 a.m. and he wakes up at 5 a.m. for his daytime job. And we're at this point, we're kind of convinced that he's a robot, where if we open his body, we'll find wires and stuff like that. But he's just a beast, and I think for us, that's kind of the biggest blessing that we've had at the business, to find someone that's just as passionate as us, who has a long-term vision, and who's willing to really put in the work.
Awesome. Last question on my side. Is there, where's the money in this? Is it just a passion project, or is there revenue being generated, or is there a future plan for revenue to be generated?
Awesome. Yeah. So I could take that. So, like Matt said in the beginning, it was mostly free games, best way to grow users. And we're never going to get rid of free games, because we think lower income communities, or just people want to play on college campuses, it should be free. We are doing about 15,000 in transaction volume a month right now. We charge subscriptions to organizers who want to pay or who want to charge for paid games. We also are going to start charging cities to kind of just use our software as a service. And then we charge transaction fees to users. So if you pay $10 for a game, we charge $10.85, and we kind of take that fee. So it kind of adds up over time. We're working on media as well, and kind of just community building. So we see a lot of opportunity with hosting in-person events, and just adapting the technology to really do more things and allow, facilities, venues, and organizations to kind of have a full CRM for sports.
Got it. Yeah. I know I said last question. I think I have a few more. You mentioned partnerships with, possibly leagues, facilities, mostly facilities, I remember.
Yeah.
What's the strategy there? Do you guys have a list of facilities that you want to contact and you guys reach out to, and then you guys go about your process with pitching, or do you already have existing contacts? How do you guys go about this?
Awesome. So yeah, Matt, you could take it. I'll probably add on a little bit.
So just the main areas that we're operating, we try to get in touch with a lot of the facilities. The pitch isn't really too hard, just because a lot of the times, maybe in the warmer weathers or something, they have open space. During the days, maybe people aren't using it because they're at work, they're at school and stuff like that. Maybe they have an extra hour and a half, 2 hours slot at night that's not being used. But, we tell them that they can start using our platform, and they can put it up on the app and, make money that way. And, and maybe they want to host their own pickup instead of doing a rental. Rental, for example, can be maybe $150 for an hour, versus if they charge 15 people $15, that would be $225 for the hour. So higher margins for them, and kind of more opportunities for them to make money, especially with the fact that a lot of people are coming into these facilities and they do already have the network. They just have to get the word out there and really kind of shift their focus a little bit towards that. But yeah, it's a very big opportunity for them, so it doesn't take too much to convince them, but definitely a work in progress where in the beginning we do have to help them out a little bit.
Yeah, I would just add, like, even today, like, we just got to the conference or the convention, and there's a lot of like club teams and people who run, programs, and they all want to do pickup for the youth. They have the field space already, so there's a big opportunity to partner up with these existing like clubs and just give open play opportunities for some of the players who maybe don't play as much or to try out new skills. And then so I mean that's kind of content is the biggest one, because like once a facility in New York City has a pickup game and we post it, now the other facility is calling us like, oh, we want to get involved. So kind of getting some of the big names has been big for us, because then it kind of gets the word out there, and then we put up videos and we get the player base. So now we kind of tell them like, listen, we could bring you business, and like we're a pretty good software platform. So it's been going well in that sense, but expanding to new regions is a bit of a challenge, and that's what we're working on right now.
Got it. No, well, I wish you guys the best of luck. I think it's pretty cool. I'd like to ask more questions to understand the complexity of it in regards to like the transaction fees, so on and so forth. But I don't want to take too much of your time. I appreciate you guys taking the time. And if there's anything that you guys would like to share, or anywhere our viewers could reach you guys at and check it out, please share.
Awesome. Yeah. So appreciate. Yeah. Thanks so much for having us on. We're Conquer_app on Instagram. You could find our app link there as well. We want to shout out our third partner, Tanner. We mentioned him a little bit, but he's not here. He's working full time, but hopefully he'll be with us soon. And I mean, if you love sports, download the Conquer app.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.